Hello viewers, welcome to our live broadcast, and I am your host Fizwa J.M. Hachinto, and I'm joined by a special guest, Mr. J.W. Oliver, the co-founder of Zimworks, who will share valuable insight on Zimworks. Please stay tuned and be interactive in the comment section. For now, I'm going to allow Mr. J.W. Oliver to briefly introduce himself. Would you please?
Yeah, J.W. Oliver, co-founder for Zimworks, and we have what we call insourcing company, which means we provide full-time dedicated team members to primarily in the healthcare space, but in others in the USA, in 9 different countries actually, in the UK, US, Canada, some in Australia as well. And what it is, it's about really our core mission is for us to provide reliable jobs while also, we call it a win-win-win, being a win for our team members who get a job, a win for our clients who get amazing team members like the Zambians here, and then a win for the ministries we support.
Okay, perfect. Actually, I didn't welcome you to Zambia. Welcome to Zambia.
Ah,
Could be your first time coming to Zambia.
Oh, third time.
Oh,
yeah,
third time.
yeah, I love
How did
it.
you
Love
find
it
Zambia?
here. Ah,
It's a pretty
it
country.
really is. The
Huh?
people are beautiful.
Okay.
A lot of smiles, a lot of friendly,
Okay.
and so it's always nice to come here. It really is.
All right, I appreciate. We dive into the main purpose of this live broadcasting. So you just opened the company here in Zambia, Zimworx Zambia. Is it called Zimworx Zambia, right?
Correct.
So my question is, what really inspired you to start Zimworx?
Well, we started Zimworks in 2017. My partner is from Zimbabwe. And really, it was a ministry that started to help provide jobs. We really saw he's a third generation Zimbabwean, and he said, how can we put the people to work? They're educated, they speak well, just as you do.
Okay.
And it was like, how do we help them get jobs? And I said, I don't know. And so it ended up we started getting into the healthcare space, which I've been a part of for 35 plus years.
Okay.
And we realized that not only with the beautiful English language that was spoken, but the high education rate, and then the dedicated and the commitment. So we currently have about 1,100 people working in our Zimbabwe office.
Oh, great.
And we grew that from 2018 to now. And then we realized we wanted to have a little diversity in our geographies. We opened up Costa Rica a year and a half ago, primarily for our Spanish-speaking clients.
Okay.
And then Zambia was a perfect fit for us, not only because of the similarities between Zimbabwe and Zambia in terms of the people, but also the logistics traveling back and forth.
Okay. So I was just reading through your company's mission, which says transforming lives while making a global impact for the kingdom. So it's the kingdom of God, I believe, right?
Absolutely.
So now, I want to ask, how do your Christian values influence your business practices?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that. I think the Christian influence is what encouraged us to get started in this business, right?
Okay.
Because it is first and foremost a ministry. We actually call it the 51. You'll see us hashtag the 51, meaning we give 51% of our profits back to the kingdom.
Okay.
Ken, my partner, we both felt like this was a ministry, wanted to give back to God. So he is our controlling partner, if you will. And so it really influenced us in our decision making. It helps us as we work with our new team members and how we deal with our clients, because we put kingdom values in our ministries first.
Okay. So in short, Zimworks is a company which is in the middle between the employee and the employer, right?
That's
If
correct.
I get it right.
Yeah.
So now, what does Zimworks do, and where is your clients?
So the majority of our clients would be in North America, primarily in the USA. I'm from Texas, and so the company was founded in Texas, and then we have affiliate companies in Zambia and again in Zimbabwe and Costa Rica. So I've been in the healthcare space, and we're a little bit different. A lot of people will call us a BPO, which is business process outsource. I don't really like that because we take a team member like yourself. If you were interested in a job, we would find a client that needed you, probably in the healthcare space or the IT space, and say, hey, we have a great young gentleman. I would like for you to do an interview with him and see if he's a good fit for you. So you then would work 100% dedicated to that company. So we're not like a call center where we're answering the phone for 10 different companies or doing outbound calling. You become primarily a dedicated employee for that company itself. Quite a different model than what you might see in the traditional BPO space.
Okay, so that this means that I can be working from Zambia, and the company that I'm working for is in Costa Rica, for example, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, great.
Correct. You could be working for a medical office or a dental office in Wyoming,
Okay.
which is in the U.S., or in Texas, or in Dallas, or in Houston, and you actually work for the office. You might even be picking up the phone saying, "Good afternoon. How can I help you today?" You're working for that company as well. Or one of our biggest parts is accounting. We have everything from controller, chartered accountant levels, all the way down through assistant controllers, AP managers. So there's lots of areas that we're able to fulfill that need. There's a shortage of labor in many of the areas in the U.S. and the U.K. and abroad, and so there's an abundance of great labor here and in Zimbabwe. And so what we're able to do is merge those two together.
Oh, okay. So that means you don't really have a specific kind of a career that I know you would want. That means you'd want nurses, you'd want accountants, you'd want IT practitioners. You also want quite a number of careers, right?
Yes.
So you're not just specified. Maybe let's say you just need accountants.
That's correct.
Okay, yeah. Great.
I had a call yesterday with somebody who has a large organization, and they needed help with their help desk.
Oh.
So IT, company your computers down. They've got about 2,000 employees. So if somebody wants to call and say, "Hey, I'm having problems logging into my computer," they can now be speaking to somebody here in Zambia who can help walk them through the issues that they have. So it takes the load off of the primary IT department as well.
Oh, okay, great. So what is the benefit of insourcing? No, I'm curious to know the benefits.
Yeah, there's quite a number. We've got some uniques that we know we have. One is that I repeat, you're getting that dedicated person. Number two, let me back up. When we look at the win-win-win, we've got a win for our team members, a win for our clients, and a win for the ministries, right? The first win is we feel is the most important. We're giving people in places that jobs could be hard to come by.
Exactly.
A well-paying job that also has a career trajectory in line with what their career direction is. Let's say if they're in marketing, or if they're in IT, or they're in accounting, they can work themselves up through that role as well. We've even got people doing robotics engineering. So there's lots of things that they could do. So the real benefit is that, but I love to say, and it's true, the greatest resource in the country is not the precious metals.
Exactly.
It's the people. And that's what really makes a difference for our clients and also for the people here.
Okay, perfect. So now when it comes to the vision of Zambia, I know I've just mentioned that the company has grown from Zimbabwe to Costa Rica, and now it's opened in Zambia. All right. So, why Zambia? Why Zambia, and where do you see Zimworx Zambia in the next 5 years from now?
We first of all, the business environment is very appealing here.
Okay.
On our first visit, I actually had the privilege of meeting with His Excellency and explained our vision and our mission. And I was quite amazed at the welcome that we had to start business, and the process was quite easy. So that was one that made it quite interesting for us. We have a vision company-wide. By 2032, we want to employ 20,000 people. Okay. We're currently at 1,200, but we've almost doubled again this last 12 months. And so we see that continuing. So we know that the economies of scale can allow us to get to that 20,000. We just opened here. My first visit was in February.
Oh, okay, great.
We came back in June and launched our office. We currently have space for 400 team members here. We've been giving half of our space now. We expect to be at about 175 by the end of the year. And then we'll hit that 400 probably in the first quarter of 2025. So the big thing, if you live in Zambia, you need to apply for a job. We're looking for quality people. We've got amazing teams here. You can go there through the, you can go to Zimworks.com, Zimworx, and we'll post that as well. and we'd love to get some CVs and again, try to help everybody we can.
And trust me, in Zambia, we actually have a lot of youths that are very educated, that are equal to the tasks that you, Zimworks, would want. All right. My other question is, how do you envision expanding your impact on the youth's employment here in Zambia in the future?
Yeah, our average age of all of our teams is around 26.
Okay.
So that's a very, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, so he's old for our company. You're too old. You can't come to
Oh, yeah, for real.
Our average age is 26. And we know that, look, I put it this way. That age, that 20 to 25 to 26, take away all of the issues that you deal with economics and politics and all the things. And that age group really would like a couple of things. They would love to have good, reliable internet. They would love to have a nice hot cup of cappuccino or an Americano.
Yeah.
And they would love to have a nice laptop and a phone that works, right? Pretty simple, simplistic way. That's what we want to give them. We want to give them the opportunities that we see in other countries to give those basic necessities. But most important is to put them on a career path where they can gain. But you know how this is. People, when you have a selection here in Zambia to hire individuals, it's easy to find people with experience. So you want people with experience, right?
Exactly.
We feel like we could take that entry level, college educated team member, university educated, and be able to help them gain that 1, 2, 3 years experience, get them on a career track so they can go to the next level as well.
Comes to Zimworks, does it mean someone straight from the college or university can actually apply and get a job?
Yeah, and that's who we want. We would like somebody with a fresh attitude.
Okay.
The main thing we would say is give us somebody with a good work ethic.
Okay.
Somebody who will show up to work every day. Somebody who will give a good hard 8 hours, and those are the ones that are going to continue to excel. So you're right. We're not really needing it. It's great. We have people with 10 years of experience as an accountant who are chartered accountants, and we can help place those in companies as well. But more importantly, we're looking for those who are hungry and they want to make an impact as well.
Okay.
And let me say this, we're also looking for people who get our mission, transforming the lives of our team members while making a global impact for the kingdom. We want people with the same mindset so they can come alongside us to help make that impact, that complete that vision, to really help motivate us and move us to the direction. We've got a set of core values. We use the acronym FINGER, make it easy to remember. It's faithfulness is important to us. Faithfulness to their families, faithfulness to themselves, faithfulness to God. We've got inspirational. We want people to be inspired as they enter the workplace. Generosity. We want people to give back. Giving back doesn't have to be money. Giving back could be giving back of your time to ministries, to volunteer work. E is for excellence. We demand excellence in the workplace. And when I say excellence in the workplace, not necessarily the performance of your job. How do you dress every day? We don't make people wear a coat and tie, right? But we want people to dress for success. We also expect them to be on working time. That's part of excellence. Cleanliness. We operate very high in this building we're in here. As you know, is a very nice building here in Lusaka. Our floors display excellence. And then the last one is resilience. We realize that it doesn't matter whether you're in the U.S. or whether you're in Africa, you've got to be resilient to get through those tough times, whether it's in your personal life, your marriage, your finances, your family, your health, your work. You got to be resilient. So we try to find people who want to embody not only our mission statement, but our core values as well. That's very important to us.
Okay, great. That's really inspiring. Trust me, I'm actually inspired myself. Okay.
Okay, you need to apply for a job. We're ready.
Please. All right, I will. I'll drop my application later. I know, after this interview. So when it comes to, it's so inspiring that Zimworks is a Christian organization, a Christian that encourages people not only to work, but also to be converted into people that are responsible, into people that look up to each other, into people that care for other people. So now, what are the core values that guide your company?
Yeah, and I want to be clear too. If someone is of the Muslim faith, we're welcoming. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to show them Jesus,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
that's our core values.
Mm,
We love everyone equally,
mm,
but we are overtly, and we're not ashamed of it. We talk about it. We pray before our meetings. We're very, very directed toward Christ. That's the number one thing. I would say that something that really we're different. And let me tell you how we invest in our people. As an example, we're just really growing here,
okay.
but we have what we call a workplace wellness team. And that workplace wellness team is folks who we have available, pastors we have available on staff. So when you're going through a difficult time, when you're having financial, marital, economic, whatever the issues you are, we have pastoral care teams. We call them workplace wellness. They'll come alongside you, help you, pray for you, guide you, give you that direction that you need. We operate transport systems. We have in Zimbabwe, we got a beautiful coffee shop here,
Okay.
but in Zimbabwe we put in a coffee shop called The Grind. We wanted people to have a place, a private place they could go. We have medical doctors on our staff. We want people not to have to go stand in the line at the queue to be able to go see a physician. They can come right into what we call our wellness center and visit with the doctor and the nurse. And so we know it's important that we create an atmosphere where people, this is maybe the most important you'll get out of this.
Okay.
People need to be valued.
Exactly.
So for me, the person that is cleaning our floors at our office, who is emptying the trash, they are just as important as our country director or as me. And I think the key to success in a business is making sure you treat everyone on an equal basis so they can feel valued. We all want that, right?
Exactly.
We all want to feel valued. We want to feel appreciated. So we have to make sure we're taking the time out. It gets harder when you scale. At the number of people we have now, I can't remember everybody's names. I'd love to, but it's hard.
Exactly.
But as long as you can pat them on the back and make them feel valued, feel part of something greater than themselves, it can be inspiring.
Okay. When you're building your team, what do you look for in your team membership?
Yeah, I think number one would be how well spoken they are,
Okay.
right? It's important because we're dealing with people across different geographies, that English being that primary language. I think it's also dressing for success. How do you present yourself?
Okay.
I once heard somebody say that if you do an interview and you want to figure out their level of excellence, just follow them out to their car or go into their home. They always said follow them to their car and look inside their car and see how well organized it is, because they're going to take that and that's what they're going to look like at their workplace as well.
Exactly.
So you can tell a lot about a person by the way they speak and how they present themselves in their dress and also their mode of speech. And will people look you in the eye? Will they talk to you and turn their head? We're looking for people with confidence. Now, we'll also help them build that. I think one of the things we have is we have some great opportunities to help build people's confidence, help them with humility, help them really to grasp what it takes to be a amazing member of society as well.
Okay, great. In case you just joined us, we are having a chat with Mr. Oliver JW, the co-founder of Zimworks, the company that just opened here in Zambia, and it's a company that is actually about to open so many doors for the youths. So when it comes to Mr. Oliver, when it comes to the same team members, how do you actually tailor the work-life experience to meet the unique challenges faced by young job seekers?
Yeah, well, if they're working for clients in the UK, it's a little easier because we're on similar time zones, right? One of the challenges that we have to help people get through is when they're working for a company in the US is coming to work at 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon and working up to that 11 p.m. or midnight. So that's why we really worked hard to create an environment. Have you heard of the word Googlish, right?
Sure.
Everybody's heard of Google, right?
Yeah.
You'd have to be under a rock to not heard the word Google. But we try to create this Googlish environment where people can have fun. We have hot dog days where everybody gets a hot dog. We have Olympic games once a quarter where people come together and compete with each other for fun. So we think the most important thing is to create a work environment that's conducive for people to thrive in as well.
Okay, great. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's watching us from the beginning of this stream, and they are so excited to get to know on how do I get to be recruited, into Zimworks, and so that they can help me find that job that I need. So would you please walk us through on Zimworks recruitment process?
Yeah, we as you know, there's a lot of availability of resources. We have a very good, what we call talent acquisition team that does work jointly to cover all three of our current geographies, actually four, some in the US as well.
Okay.
So we encourage people to go to our website. They can go to zimworks.com, ZIMWORX. They can also go to zimbojobs.com, ZIMBOjobs.com, and it'll have a listing of many of the openings we currently have. So we encourage you to go to that portal and go on and submit your CV and let us look and see where we've got some opportunities for you.
Okay.
We have a team experience or talent acquisition person here, Grace, who handles the things locally. But
Okay.
definitely go to the main website or to zimbojobs.com. And again, that's really important. We really want to let people know we are hiring.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to have 300 and some odd jobs available within the next 3 to 5 months. So
Okay. Okay.
let's get in there and let's see how we can help make an impact as well.
Okay. So when it comes to Zambia, in Zimbabwe, you just said that you've got over 500 people that are working.
No, 1,100.
Yeah, exactly. 1,100 and people that are working currently in Zimbabwe. So you just opened in Zambia. What is your target? Maybe let me say in the next 6 months.
6 months would be to hit that 400.
Okay.
That's the capability that we have now in our current facilities. We are currently negotiating for some additional space.
Okay.
And so we have a 5-year target of 5,000. And we really believe in the next 5 years, let's say by going to be 2030,
Okay.
that we will hit that objective to reach 5,000 team members here in Zambia. So we've got an aggressive growth, but I did learn this. If there's one thing you need to do, you have to learn to know that God can do something greater than we could ever ask or imagine. So having that number is not a number that I made up. 20,000 was not a number I made up. It was a number that I know was God inspired, God given, that we could reach, and Zambia is going to be an important part of that as well.
Okay, great. Mr. Oliver JW, it was nice having you on this wonderful interview, and I'm sure a lot of you are looking forward to this great opportunity that has just opened for them here in Zambia. What would be the last words for the people out there who are watching you right now?
You told me I was going to sing a song at the end of this. Is this what happened to the music? I don't know where the drums are at. I guess I'm going to have to sing it myself. We like to have a lot of fun.
Exactly.
That's the main thing. Life is too short not to have a good time. So we're going to work hard. We're going to play hard. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun, and we're going to make an impact for the kingdom. So get in there, get that application in, and we would love to see how we can help you reach your goals too.
And I am your host, Fizwa J.M. Hachinti. It was nice having you on this live broadcasting. See you next time.